Hello again. So today, number two, we're gonna move straight into it. Number two. So from 1, 2, and then from 2, 3, from 3 to 10,000 things. But we gotta go from 1 to 2 first. So what is the principle of 2? So again, we're gonna put these ideas in simple principles, okay? So 2 is going to be opposites. Okay, now this can get already completely huge, okay? But we're just gonna go through these ideas to help you kind of feel what this is. A lot of the ancient Chinese work is not like the English language where, you know, a pin is just a pin, this board is just a board, where the name of the thing is just a simple thing. They have, for instance, there's a mountain in China that has 4 different names. So why would it have 4 different names? Well, it has a name for when it's in the summer. What does it feel like to be on that mountain in the summertime? They have a name for the winter time. What does it feel like in winter? What's the nature of the mountain in winter? You know, the same, it has 2 more names for spring and fall. What's the nature of this thing? So as we expand with these numbers, these can expand into universally everything, okay? So we're just gonna hit principles, but they can be huge. So 2 is going to be opposites, okay? So now we're gonna take opposites, we're gonna expand a little bit. We're gonna say yin and yang. This is the Eastern way, but how about we make it a little bit more something that we feel comfortable with? So how about, let's say, energy and matter. Okay? So these principles can kind of swap around, but right now we're going to say that yin is going to be matter and yang is going to be energy. Okay? So these things, we have the things that we can see, perceive with the 5 senses. So the things that we can see, that we can touch, that we can smell, that we can hear, so things that we can physically perceive. And then there's what makes them alive, that we cannot perceive. So, for instance, there's like my hand, and I can see it, and I can feel it. I can feel with it. If I was to get stabbed, I would be very aware of it. So this is a matter thing. This is a yin thing. But do I have any awareness or understanding of how it formed? Or why, if I get cut, if it heals itself? What causes it to do that? So that'd be more of a yang thing, an energy thing. So there's the matter thing, and then there's what makes it alive, the energy thing. So we can take this principle and we can apply it universally. Okay, if I'm working with, or another example that I like to use, it's not very pretty, but I think paints a good picture. If you've seen a squirrel, and the squirrel runs around, you can see the physicalness of the squirrel. But if a squirrel is on the side of the road and it's not running around, you know, it's like been hit or something like that, you can see that the life has been separated from it. So there's the matter and there was the energy, and you can kind of get the essence of when the energy is in the thing. So if we're working with opposites, there's the thing you see, the thing you don't see. Another example is the sunny side and dark side of a mountain. So it's like we have the sunny side, which would be the yang side, the masculine side. And then you have the dark side of the mountain, the thing that you don't see. The thing that has a different texture, right? The sunny side of the mountain is warm, it's bright, it's very apparent. And the dark side of the mountain is what you don't see. It's probably colder and darker. So you can think of this yin and yang thing as these expressions. And I know I swapped around on that, but I still want to keep this idea of yin being matter and yang being energy. So we can pick apart just about anything that we want into this yin and yang idea. Later on, we're going to break this apart and kind of see, okay, the yin is going to be the feminine. I'll write that here. And the yang is going to be the masculine. And as we go further, we can start to uncover what more traits are more yang traits. So again, this is opposites. So we're going to have the masculine, we're going to have the strong. So we'll say the yang here is this image of fire. The yin is going to be this image of water. So say fire, and then we'll say just water. So as we start to later uncover these things, we can get a little bit more detailed into what is a yin sort of essence, what is a yang sort of essence. Again, it's opposites, the masculine and the feminine, the male, the female, and everything is going to have these sort of opposites. And these opposites I wrote it a little bit backwards, but we're just going to go with it today. Our opposites are going to make life. So when opposites come together, they create life. So this is sort of the essence of yin and yang. This is 2. We can go endlessly into this. So this is just going to be our first kind of principle idea or introduction into what is the 2 principle. It's opposites. It's breathing in and coming into form, breathing out and exiting form, and this endless cycle of that. So 2.